Hey, welcome everybody. This is Nightmares Anyone. My name is Richard. I know I haven't been around in 3 weeks. I've been kind of under the weather, but I got a great horror sequel for you guys today. I'm going to be doing a review on. I've got one, two, three, four, five books here. I'm going to show you that I just recently got in the mail, and hey, yeah. I'm going to be talking about this guy right here. Yep, Ken Eulo. Come back after the intro. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So it's me, Richard. First off, before I get into this review of the Bloodstone, I want to welcome some new subscribers to the channel. So, in no particular order, let's welcome Wendy 13069, Jillian Kelly, JV, Darlene 211, Silvio Torres, Madeline Roderick, Margaret Sayers, Addis Enterprises, Jameson May, and Alex Goodmans. So welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm Richard. Yeah, I'm the crazy one that reads all this stuff behind me and all this stuff. And yeah, I have a whole room here of horror. Well, 90% of it's horror. So I'm gonna show you guys some books here that I've gotten in the mail in the last couple days, but I'm going to be talking about this book right here, The Bloodstone. Now, this is the second book in the Brownstone series. This was the first one, the Brownstone. Here's the Bloodstone. Yeah, and if you guys notice, you're gonna notice the setback artwork on these books. His books, as well as so many authors in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, especially books that came out by Pocket Books, they all had this flowers in the attic look, and yeah, that's what made these books sell back then. And then here's the third one, the Deathstone. This one also has setback artwork. Very cool setback artwork. Now, the Bloodstone is the sixth. Oh, and he also wrote this one. I've never read this book. This is Nocturnal. Very cool holographic cover. Yeah, so the Bloodstone. Where do I start? So this came out, I believe, it came out in 81, but what month? Let me look really quick. So these books, this came out in 1981. First Pocket Books printing October 1st, 1981. Yeah, so this says the evil born in the Brownstone lives on in the Bloodstone. And I'm going to read you the back. So if you haven't read this book, but you've read possibly the first one, the Brownstone, you have to read the first one to understand what the fuck is going on in this book. So it says on the back, the demonic presence of perfect evil Ken Eulo created in the Brownstone has come for Shandell Knight. Shandell has no memories beyond the fateful night the Brownstone burned. The night her husband and the two old sisters perished. There her mind stops. No one, including the psychiatrist at Lakewood Sanitarium, has been able to uncover the terrifying events of that night 2 years ago. But some inexplicable force will draw Shandal back to New York, back to a charming carriage house nestled behind a brownstone, back to the last moments within her mind when a dark presence entered her body. Soon a pendant will appear in Shandal's purse, a red-veined stone on a tarnished chain, a stone that has its own memories of blood and evil. And just as two strange old sisters once waited at the windows of the brownstone, on an evil now waits and lives and breathes, waits patiently for Shandal to surrender to the powers of the Bloodstone. Okay, this book, if you can see, it's got the smallest frigging print in the world. Now, this book has 326 pages, and I'm not gonna lie, this stop, the cat's crying at the door. So this book, oh my God, you guys, took me 3 friggin' months to read. Yeah, I was listening to tons of audiobooks, reading 2 other books at the same time. So I wasn't in a big, huge hurry to get through this book, but it did. It kept me interested from page 1. This one picks up right after the Brownstone ends. Now, this book deals with some pretty messed up subject matter. Though it was published in 1981, the horror in this book is very, the book is a very slow, the book really is a slow burn of a book, but this book was so damn good. I actually like this better than the first one. Now, the first one I did give a 4-star review. This one, I rounded it up to 4.5. I would have given it a 5, except there was a couple inconsistencies that didn't kind of work out, but they were no hindrance to the stories. This book, she goes back to New York, and she tries out for another play. She gets the role, and the guy that she falls in love with, he has got some secrets behind him. Now, yeah, she rents the carriage house behind the original Brownstone. Now, she can't remember anything that happens, but she does find this Bloodstone necklace, which is a gorgeous necklace. She does find it in her purse one day, and she starts seeing some strange goings on in the 5th floor window of the Brownstone. Now, you guys know me. You guys know I loved the book The Sentinel and its sequel, The Guardian. They both took place in a brownstone in New York City as well. And this book is so well written. Yeah, it took me forever to read, but I just wasn't in a hurry to finish it. It was no, I had to have it finished now, but there's a couple scenes in there that were really fucking disturbing. And the scenes of horror, like I said in the first one, they come at you very slowly, but this book deals very just head first into witchcraft and demonology. So if you're offended by anything that has to do with the devil or witches, not a book for you. But like I said, it is the second in a 3-book series. So if you haven't read the first one, the Brownstone, you're not going to understand this one. And then you can't read this one, the third one, the Deathstone, without reading the second one. So yeah, I gave it a strong 4.5-star read. Now, if you can you guys hear the cat? I'm torturing him. Yeah, I'm torturing the cat. Not really, you guys. But yeah, the book is, I think the book has been reprinted. I'm not sure. I've got my 3 original copies from the 80s. You can find it online. I know Kindle Unlimited had one of the audiobooks for a while, but I'm really looking forward to picking up the 3rd book. But This is one that I've never ever read. I've had this, as you can tell, it's never been cracked. This came out in the 80s also, and this is supposed to be another, it looks like the letters are plugged in, huh? Yeah. So here are some books that I've recently got in the mail over the last couple days. So this one was just released on Tuesday. This is book 11 in the Disney villain books. And yeah, this is Kill the Beast. These books are so well written. These books are great books. They're not, yeah, they're meant for middle grade, whatever, but anybody that has seen any of the Disney villain movies, but the covers, the artwork is amazing. Yeah, and every book has the good guy and then its bad alter ego on the inside. So I'm not going to read the inside cover because I don't want to ruin it for myself. So yeah, but that just came out Tuesday. I have them all pre-ordered. And then these are 5 books that I also ordered on Amazon Prime Day. So these have just come in the last week or so. Now this one, I was going to listen to the audiobook, but I thought, no, I really want a good book that I can just hold in my hand. So I've read 2 other books by John Durgan, and I really, really liked them. So this is The Cursed Among Us, or The Cursed Among Us by John Durgan. And it says, it has been 20 years since the serial killer known as the Blackheart Killer terrorized the town of Newport in 1979. Life mostly returned to normal after the killer was captured. All the townspeople have to do is stay out of the woods where the bodies were abandoned, their chests ripped open, and their hearts torn out. Howie Birkin, wow, this, the back of this book is really, really hard to read. It's really, really small. It says, Howie Burke and his friends decide rules are meant to be broken. That's what 15-year-old kids do. On a beautiful fall day, they decide to go out in the woods to film a horror movie when they stumble across a mysterious grave. What they don't know is that they are about to release an evil on the town unlike anything in their home. In their homemade movies, they will soon uncover the secrets of the Blackheart Killer and what it truly means to be cursed. Now, this book it's not a very big book. It only has, wow, the print is small in this one too. Now this book has 235 pages. Artwork is great. It came out originally in 2022. Yeah, and this is still the first edition. So pretty cool looking artwork on the cover there. And then this one was another one I've been wanting to read for a couple years. This one came out, wow, this has been out a couple years, I think. Wow, this is the 9th printing of this book. This came out in 2018. It's from Penguin Books, and it's by Craig Davidson. This is the Saturday Night Ghost Club. And yeah, a couple of my friends have read this book and said, Richard, you know, you'd really dig this book. I think it's right up your alley. This too has just 206 pages. Once again, I don't know what it is with this small print in these books, but this is a 1980s coming-of-age horror story. And it takes place in 1980s Niagara Falls, an irresistible coming-of-age horror story about a group of misfit kids who spend an unforgettable summer investigating local ghost stories and urban legends. Yeah, this is right up my alley, you guys. So yeah, looking forward to that one. And then this one, I've been really, really pumped to read. It was available as an audiobook. And of course, I didn't listen to it when it was available. And now I find out that it's a 3-book, it's going to be a 3-book series. But I guess the second one just came out, but the second book is only available on Kindle. This has got 273 pages. Good size print. Yeah, and this is by Crystal Lake Publishing Company. This is by Nick Roberts. This is The Exorcist House. Now, this has been getting some really good reviews online. I know the storyline. I kind of know what this book is about. I don't really want to go into it. I want to go into it open-minded. I don't want to go in expecting this great, horrific demonic possession story. But one of my friends read it and she said, Richard, it's really, really good. In fact, she's read it twice. It says, in the summer of 1994, psychologist Daniel Hill buys a mystic farmhouse in the rolling hills of West Virginia. Along with his wife and teenage daughter, the family uproots their lives in Ohio and moves south. They are initially seduced by the natural beauty of the country setting. That soon changes when they discover a hidden room in the basement with a well, boarded shut and adorned with crucifixes. Local legends about the previous owner being an exorcist come to light, but by then all hell has already broken loose. Yeah, it's the Exorcist House. I really am looking forward to starting that. And then this is another book I've wanted to read for quite some time. This is a good-sized chunker. This has got almost 450 pages. This is a self-published book. It's won a couple of awards. It came out in... Now, this is not horror. This came out in... When did this come out? 2019. It's roughly based on, it's almost like a semi-autobiographical story. It's a book called Until September. And yeah, it's a pretty good-sized chunker, but it is a story about a young man who feels what it's like to be not able to be himself, who is a young gay man in the 50s and 60s. So yeah, a couple of my friends have read it and said, Richard, it's just a gut wrencher, a tear jerker, but a phenomenally well written book. And then this one, wow, this one I paid $28 for. I can't believe it. Now, this is a oversized hardback. Yeah, it's an oversized hardback. And this is Oh Mother, What Have You Done? The Making of Psycho 2. Now, you guys know that I met Anthony Perkins, the year that this was released. It has got incredible storyboards, pictures, artwork, things, field setting pictures. It's just about what it was like to create the second film in a 4 movie series. Now, we all know the story of Psycho, Norman Bates, and I heard Boogeyman Ben talk about this book, and I thought, wow, this would be a really, really cool book to have. Now, as you can see in those pictures here, there's the prop of her that they used to jab the knife in her mouth, and we all know that scene so well. But this is a beautiful book. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think so much of it was going to be script pages and stuff like that, but this is a really beautiful book, and there's tons and tons of pictures of the different art posters for the movie. There's no color pictures in it, which is kind of a bummer, and I was really, really looking forward to that. But yeah, Psycho 2, great film, great movie, and I'll never forget meeting this man. Anthony Perkins was just, he was a very nice man, and I have pictures, and I'm working on a huge diamond painting of the custom photo that I had taken with him. So hey, you guys, thanks for stopping by. Pick up a good scary book. It's great to have nightmares. Hopefully you guys are not dealing with forest fires like we are here in Northern California. This weather and heat and just ignorant, stupid people. This huge fire that we're dealing with now has burned over 300,000 acres, and it was just caused by an ignorant man who pushed his car off the side of the road for an insurance fraud. But hey, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed the review of the Bloodstone. And if you guys haven't done so already, I would love it if you throw me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button right there. Share the channel with your friends. I just hit 700 subscribers. You know, this is my second channel into the booktube foray, and the first one was just a whole nother different part of my life, and it was fun. But hey, you guys, I love talking about horror. Drop any comments, questions, lines, movie lines, quotes, anything down below. I answer all my comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, but throw me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you've read this 3-book series by Ken Eulo, I would love to hear what you think of it, what you thought of the books, what you're reading now. Wow, I can't believe today is August 1st. It's just it's a trip. The summer's going to be over, and then fall, my favorite time of year, is going to be here. So you guys take care of yourselves. Stay creepy. Stay horrifically filled with a good horror book. And hey, you guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Richard with Nightmares Anyone. See you guys. Hey, you guys. Like always, it's me, Richard, with Nightmares Anyone. Don't forget to pick up a good scary book. Have great nightmares. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense, have a great nightmare, but have a good nightmare. It's being scared is good for you. Cleanse the old pumper. Be kind to people. Be nice. Enjoy your horror. Stay scared. And you guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, you guys. He's creepy. He's very creepy. Yeah, he's creepy. I did a huge diamond painting of Sam. Maybe I'll give it away one day on this channel. Take care, you guys. See ya.